Hi everyone, this is Dawn coming to you from Decoupage Digital Designs. Today is part 6 of a series of videos that I'm doing on bottle art. These are not demonstrational videos. What they're intended to do is take each step of decorating a bottle one by one and telling you the supplies that you're going to need, how to use them, and where you can purchase them. I get a lot of questions on the things that I use on my bottles, so I thought that if I took this process of decorating bottles, take it in steps, I can show you each step thoroughly and tell you what you can use and where you can purchase things to get through each step. The things that I show you are not my idea. They are things that I have found from watching other YouTubers and Facebook people. So I've taken inspiration from them, plus doing my own research, and found things that I like to use, and I thought I would pass the information on to you. So today we're going to talk about charms, and I have lots to show you, so I'm going to try to get through this video as quick as possible. And then after this video, we have one more video to go, and that will be on toppers. So today, like I said, I'm going to go through the charms that I use on my bottles, how you can use them, and where you can purchase them. So the first thing I want to show you is the charms that I have tons of. All these charms in this tray have come from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby always has their jewelry on sale at 40% off. So every time I make a run there, I'm about an hour away, I just do a whole haul. But I found lots of different things, and I just grab a bunch of stuff and keep in my stash. But they're fun little charms that you can use on your bottles. These charms I use because they're a bigger size. I use these charms, I either put them on the back of my bottle or I hang them off the neck of the bottle. And I find all kinds of different themes of charms, things that I think will work at some point. You can find, I mean, this I got from Hobby Lobby. It's an angel. It was $1.29 plus 40% off. So you really can't go wrong, but they have everything that you can possibly think of. They have a very, very big selection. I don't have a selection like this at my local craft store, so I do rely on Hobby Lobby for all my little charms. So like I said, everything in this bin right here is from Hobby Lobby, and their jewelry is always 40% off. So I wanted to show you that. Also, I do get some of my other, some of my charms from my local craft store. And that's what's in here. And I wanted to show you that you can also use buttons. I also use these on my bottles for the neck of the bottle. So buttons, you can always use buttons. These I used for my patriotic bottle. And then I find stuff there sometimes on sale, like this was on sale. I just pick up stuff every time I go, and I have a big variety of things. These are little zodiac charms, which I can pull off one by one and hang them off my bottle. So these right here were got from my local craft store. So wherever I am, I just go in and see what I can find to use as a charm. So that's that. Then I want to show you some rhinestones and stuff that I use. I use rhinestones a lot to put in the molds of my bottles, like here and there, back there. That's basically what I use the rhinestones for. So what I get, they're called cabochons, and what that just means is that they are flat back. I mean, this has a little nub on it, but they're flat backs, which means, they're easier to glue on. And what I do is when I make my clay mold, while it's still wet, I will put whatever it is that I want to put on my bottle, I push it into the wet clay mold so that I make a spot for it, so that when I need to glue it on, that spot is already there, and it just makes it a lot easier. So I got these. These are little pearls with little rhinestones around them. I purchased these from Amazon. I also got these from Amazon. They are the same as the other ones, except these are rhinestones. These happen to come in different sizes. And I like these. The other ones didn't come in different sizes, but those are just 2 of the sizes. But these come in different sizes. And again, they have flat backs. They are called rhinestone cabochons. And I have them in multicolored. Then I also got these teardrop ones. These I also use in the clay molds. I use the big clay molds that are pretty ornate, and I put this in the middle of them. And I have multicolor. These are also called, these are teardrop rhinestone cabochons, also from Amazon. I also got them in a blue color from Amazon. Then I have these other, they're just plain crystal glass rhinestones, crystal rhinestones. They're just flat backs. I also use those to put on my bottles. You can use them anywhere that you'd like. I also have, I used to do diamond art, and I have the leftover little diamond dots, and I use those to put on my bottles too. So if you are someone that has done diamond art, don't throw those extra ones away, because they work great on putting on your shells and your bottles. So, keep those if you have any of those around. But these are just different color rhinestones that I put on my bottles. Then these are also called cabochons. These are stone cabochons. They have a gloss finish to them, but they're very flat back. These work real good on anything. Like I used one here. This was actually one of those brooches, and I pulled out the middle piece and I just glued. Actually, that is not this cabochon, but that's what I do with it. I take these and I glue them right into either a clay mold or something like that. I believe you can get the trays for these cabochons, but I don't bother with that, because you have to make sure you have the right size cabochon to fit the right size tray, and it just becomes a pain in the neck for me. So I just use these on my bottles, in the clay molds. So those are stone cabochons. You get a bag of them, and they have different colors. You can't really pick the colors that you want. I also have these flat back pearls that I use. These are also good to glue onto your clay molds, your bottles. So I use those. So everything here I did purchase from Amazon. You've got your rhinestone cabochons, is what you would put in the search bar. You have your regular stone cabochons. You have your flat back pearls, and your colored crystal rhinestones. And that's what you would put in the search bar. Got all of this from Amazon. Then we move on to charms. These are a lot of fun, and you can use anything you want. I'm just showing you what I have and what I use. First, I want to start off with this. These I used on my patriotic bottles. These are called nail head round dome studs, or rivet metal spikes. They have the little spikes on the back. I guess, you push them into your material and then close up the back. They have a little tool for that. But what I do is I use them. I'll show you on my patriotic bottles. You can use them anywhere you'd like. But the ones I bought these from Amazon. The ones I got from Amazon came with like 3 or 4 different sizes. They have real tiny ones, the bigger ones, medium-sized ones. And they're metal rivet studs. And what I did was I put them on my patriotic bottle. And what I do, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. what I do is I snip off the little spiky pieces with a flush cutter, and then I just glue them onto the bottle. So you can use those any way you want, but that's how I have used mine. The other thing that I got were these. I also use these on my patriotic bottles. They are stars. They're studs, but they don't have, they're actually, if you look in the description, it says that they're iron-on. I guess that this back part, if you ironed it on, it would stick on. I don't know, that's not what I use them for. I just knew they had a flat back, and I wanted to, again, use these on my patriotic bottles. They're just star studs. I'll show you here. I use them on my patriotic bottles. I put it in the back, and like I said, they just glue on. They have a flat back, and you just glue them on. So these are good to use on patriotic bottles, maybe any kind of masculine bottles, car theme bottles. So these I got from Amazon, and they are rivet metal spikes and star studs. I got those from Amazon. And then I have here some turquoise charms. I purchased these from Amazon. They came in a few different sizes, and they have a little connector on it so that you can hang that maybe off a chain off the neck of your bottle. They have these that have the two sides have connectors, so you can hang beads off of those. You can just do so much. If you just wanted to use this as something to glue on your bottle, you would just take some flush cutters and just snip off the little connector pieces, or you can just snip off one and then use it as just some kind of a charm that hangs off your chain. And all of these charms connect onto your chains exactly the way the beads were connected, which I showed in the last video, the part 5, the bead video. And you would connect these to your chains the same exact way with a jump ring. Of course, I would use silver chain and silver jump ring with these, but like I said, you can also cut these little pieces off here with a flush cutter if you just wanted to use that as an embellishment to glue onto the neck of your bottle. So I've got these from Amazon. They were just called turquoise charms. And I have these are all crosses. They came from Amazon. I got silver ones, I got gold in this pack, I got bronze. They came in a whole pack, and they came in a bunch of different sizes, as you can see. So I've got those from Amazon. Then I also have here some bronze keys. These also came from Amazon. They come in a bunch of different designs. This was a whole pack. They come in different sizes. These are good for your relic vintage type of bottles. But got a whole pack of them off of Amazon. They're just called bronze vintage key charms. Then here from my local craft store, I got some steampunk charms. This is a dragonfly. Just got some, I found these at my local craft store. You can probably find them on Amazon. I don't know if you could find these type, but they're just steampunk charms. Again, at my local craft store, good to use on your steampunk bottles. Then again, for a patriotic bottle, I got these off of Amazon. They are actually, they are actually keychains, but you get a couple things on here, and they were not that expensive. I think I got 12 for like 12 or 13 bucks. So what I did with my patriotic bottles is I took the key ring off, and I just used these two little things as charms, and it comes with that and the little flag, so you kind of get two charms for one. And these I used on my patriotic bottle. These were great. I love these. And those are just patriotic keychains that I put in the search bar on Amazon. I also got these dog tags. Now, these dog tags I only found to come in silver like this, and it's shiny. So what I did, I used them on my patriotic bottle, and I just went ahead and painted it black, and then used some antique wax on it, added a little bit of a black wash, and then I varnished it. So hopefully that, that will stay on. I'm pretty sure it will. I mean, if you really scratched on it, you could probably get it off. But that's, so I took these and turned them into these. So these are just some dog tags that you can also purchase off of Amazon to use on your patriotic bottles. And I also got these little tags. They're flags. I put a chain, I connected a chain to that side and that side, hung that off my bottle. These are just, if you go onto Amazon and just put in patriotic charms, all this stuff will come up. But these are little flags. I'm also showing you the size because sometimes you can't tell the size, on Amazon where they show the description. But these I also put on my patriotic bottles, and I got these off of Amazon. Just put in patriotic charms. So there's that. Then also for my patriotic bottles, or you can use it on anything, I got these bullet charms. Now these bullet charms have these little sayings on them, love, just, it says little sayings, but I didn't really care about that. But I used those charms to hang off of my patriotic military bottles right here. I put a dog tag on here with a bullet, and I kind of scruffed up the bullet a little bit so it looked like it was kind of used and dirty. Hung it off my chain. They come with these little, parts on them so that you can hang them off your chains. They come in a few different sizes, but you get them all in a pack. Again, maybe 10 or 12 in a pack. So you have, two. You can hang 2 off your bottle, 1 off your bottle. But all I did was put in the search bar on Amazon, bullet charms, and these came up. I got those from Amazon. Then I also have some of these, I guess they were under steampunk, but they're just different clocks, steampunk kind of clocks. These are good for your steampunk bottles. It came in a whole pack. This pack are all clock faces, okay? And I believe they were under steampunk clock faces on Amazon. Comes in a whole pack. You can use those for your steampunk bottles. You can use them. You can use these charms on anything. I tend to get charms and match the charms to the theme of my bottles, but you can use them for whatever you want. They all come with, the connector, so you can hang them off your chain. Excuse me. Then I've got these charms I got from my local craft store. I have seen these on Amazon, but I use these for my Halloween or kind of creepy looking bottles. I believe they come in black too. Again, you can use them as charms. You can also, with all these charms, all you have to do is take some flush cutters and cut that little connector off, and you can glue them onto your bottles too. But I got these from my local craft store. I also have seen them on Amazon. Then I also got these brooches. I love these, especially if I'm doing vintage bottles. Again, I bought these on Amazon. They came in a pack, and there was a few different sizes and a few different designs. They are actually pins, so you can, if you want, you can actually pin this on. When you put ribbon on your bottle, you can actually pin this on instead of gluing it or hanging it. You can actually use it as a pin and pin it onto your ribbon on your bottle. I've also pulled this backing off, which is very easy to pull off. You just take your little jewelry pliers and just pull that back off, and then this becomes flush, and you can glue it on very easily. So there's something like that. Then I also had picked these up. Don't really know what these are called, but again, from Amazon. I think I just put in brooch pins, And again, these are pins. These pieces can be taken off. They pop up very easily, and then you can glue them to your bottle, or you can pin them onto your bottle. So you have that you can use. Then also I have these bronze looking charms. These came from Amazon. They came in a bag, all of them. I mean, there are so many different, even I've had these for a while, and every time I look through them, I see something new. But they have all kinds of things, little cherries, crosses, feathers, spider webs, boats, a peace sign. I mean, they have a little mouse. They have everything. I mean, there's so many little charms that come in this pack. It was well worth it. These are called bronze charms. I just put in Amazon in the search bar, bronze charms for crafts, and these come up. You know, they're not very big charms. They're tiny, but they're good to hang off the neck of your bottle. They're not too big. You can also use these to hang off your chains. If you're wrapping a chain around your bottle and you want to hook something to the end and you don't want to use beads, you can also put these on the end of your bottle. Okay, got that taken care of. Now I want to show you something. What else do I have here? Something interesting that I have that I found. Oh, here's something to show. These are awesome. I just got these. These are nautical charms. They're in 2 bags because I separated them, but all this came in 1 pack. I don't know how many it was, but it said it was 300 grams. They're nautical charms, and they are the coolest charms. They're bronze, and they came with the coolest charms. And some, in the description, they'll show you how many pieces of what you get. And I think this was like $13, but you've got some big charms like this, and then you've got your smaller charms, but everything nautical: anchors, compasses, sailboats, ship's wheel. But these are the sizes of the charms, and again, from Amazon, I put in nautical bronze charms, or just put nautical charms, and they will all come up. But this pack came with nautical charms and gears, which I will show you. These are great for, Penny's got beach images, nautical images. These would be great with those bottles. I was so happy to find these, and I love the color and the size. Now in the same pack, I got these too. They're gears, which go with your steampunk. I mean, you can use them on your nautical, I'm sure, but all these different kind of gears, different shapes, different sizes. These are good for your steampunk theme bottles. But I've got so many of these charms in this 1 bag. And like I said, I've got them separated out, the gears and the charms, but all of this came in 1 pack on Amazon. Okay, so one more thing I want to show you. These are very interesting. And I thought that when I used them, it was just an idea that popped into my head. So, and I'll show you, I've already used these. So these are called brooch pins. And I'm sure you've seen them before. They're pins, and then they have these little connectors there that you can hang beads off of, or charms. And I did use one of these on one of my bottles, and this is what I did with it. I just pinned it onto the ribbon, and then I just hung whatever I wanted off of it. And when I saw these, that just gave me the idea, and I'm going to use more of these, but that is the one that I did use. So that is another idea that you can use. And like I said, these came from Amazon in this pack. They are called brooch pins, and that's what you would look up. And I just think they're cool. You can hang beads off of them, you can hang charms off of them, and attach them to your bottle. So that's that. And then I got what's called charm connectors. These are really cool. So I got this from Amazon. Charm connectors, that's what they're called. You just put in the search bar, charm connectors. And they came in all these different styles. There's a couple more in here, but you get the gist. So what you do is you hang it off your bottle on the neck. I would use these on the neck, and then you can put your charms or beads. There's spaces for them. Now the difference between this and the pins is that this will lay flush on your bottle. It'll just hang off like a charm, and then you can put all these little danglies on the bottom of it, and they have different types. Now this one has a connector here and here. What I would do with this is I would connect one end of my chain and then the other, and I would do a couple of maybe beads off of here, and I would hang this around the neck of my bottle like a necklace type of thing. You know, here's another one, and you don't have to use all of these connectors here. You can, you know, do a couple of charms. You could do little tiny beads hanging off of them, but I got crazy ideas in my head about this, so I think these will be cute. Again, you do a jump ring, connect it to a piece of chain, and then add little beads, little charms off the end of it, and that can be an embellishment for your bottles. And I thought they were just really cool. Like I said, there was a couple of other designs in here. I haven't used those yet, but got this off of Amazon. Again, wasn't that expensive, and they are bronze charm connectors. And then the one other thing I have is I have some other charm connectors. These are just different. They're a little bit smaller. These you know, what I would do with this is hang this off my chain, then I would hang a little bead from this and make it a dangle, and then hang that off of my bottle. Again, you can hang it off the neck of your bottle. I like using these, and you know, you're able to connect like a little bead to it, maybe a spacer bead, and it'll just be a really cute embellishment for your bottle. So I got this whole lot of them. All different, you know, and some of them are real small, because some bottles you don't want to put big bulky things on your bottles, depending on the size of the bottle. But yeah, I can't, you know, I have not used these yet, but I have them to use, and I will use them because I think they'll look really cute with some you know, sparkly glass beads hanging off of them. And so I believe that's all I have for you today. This video went a little bit longer, but I just wanted to show you all the different options that you have to decorate your bottle. Of course, you don't have to have everything that I have, but I do like to have a variety of stuff, and I never know in what direction my bottle is going to go until I'm working on it. You know, I might have a vision in my head, but then it winds up going in another direction. So I like to have a lot of different things, you know, to just keep my interest of using different things and getting different ideas. So that's it for today. Like I said, there's one more video. My next video that I'll put out in a couple days is going to be on toppers. That'll be another fun video. I got some you know, some tips on the toppers, and I have some really nice toppers to show you, and that will be the next video. So again, thank you for watching. Please go over to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe and help us grow our channel. We appreciate you being here. Head on over to the main page and click on the albums tab, and go ahead and get yourself some bottle toppers and images. Penny's got some beautiful images. She's doing beautiful things with the bottle toppers. I love using them. Go ahead and if you want to place an order with her, please direct message her, write down the item numbers, and send her a direct message. There's also a video in the featured tab that is a quick video to show you how to order rice papers from your laptop or your phone. But go ahead and direct message Penny, get your order over to her, and start creating these beautiful bottles. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.